Hello and welcome to Tete à-tête with Tiwa. I'm Tineke.
And I'm Wally.
And we're just answering questions that have been sent to us from people. Some of them are marital questions, some of them are random questions. And whatever questions come, we're going to tackle them and answer them. And today's question is, who wears the trousers in the family?
Sorry, you're asking me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hi guys. I don't think ours is a trouser wearing family. We pretty
We
much
just wear
do.
mini skirts.
No. I don't wear mini skirts. No. Yes, back to where we were. Ours is I don't think ours is a trouser or not trouser wearing family. We pretty much do most things together. We make joint decisions.
Why did you not say that?
But that's not entirely true. Perhaps that's why I said yes.
Who makes the decisions?
No, I mean, I've been known to make decisions without your
Okay, go on.
without you knowing about it. And I believe vice versa, from time to time. So it's not, so ours is strictly not it's not a strictly who wears the trousers, doesn't wear the trousers thing. But we do consult each other most of the time. And we trust each other to make the right decisions.
Yeah.
That's really what it's about. I don't really get this trouser wearing business.
Well, you know what? I think there was another question which I'll bring in now as well. I wasn't planning to do that today, but there was another question that said, do you have typical gender roles? So I think it's the same sort of thing. So when they say who wears the trousers, it's like, so the answer to that is who wears the trousers. I agree with Wale. We don't really have somebody that wears the trousers. However, because we're Christians, there is an order, and I have to submit. Sorry, did I make that look like I didn't like it? I actually don't mind. And I have to submit. So if there's a disagreement, I submit to his decision. I think that's, does that mean he wears the trousers? I'm not really sure. But yes, if we don't agree on something, then in the end, his decision takes preference. Is that English? Takes preference. His decision wins anyway. If we disagree on something. But in terms of wearing the trousers, it's not really. I mean, I guess that means who is the boss. Is that what that means?
I really wonder about it.
Yeah, so I don't think that applies like that to us. But the other question about gender roles, do we have specific gender roles? What do you think to that?
Again, not particularly, apart from who's giving birth and who's not.
Oh, my life.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Otherwise, no, we interchange the things we do. For instance, I cook, she cooks. I mow the lawn, she mows the lawn. She's better than me at DIY. That's true. She is pretty much. I mean, who would have known that the what's that thing you used to balance to show that? Yeah, what's that? What's it called again?
I don't remember right now. What's it called?
Yeah, I forget its name now. I never knew it was a
Spirit
thing.
level.
Spirit level.
Spirit level.
For instance, she introduced me to that. I just thought, look,
if I can see it,
measure it from, and if it looks good, then it is good.
Oh,
But like I said, she introduced me to that, things like that. So she does DIY, I do DIY, she does it better. I drive, she drives, I drive better.
Sorry.
Look, anyway, I guess she's saying this is arguable, but we know that I'm the better driver. But that's
you've been driving longer. That doesn't make you a better driver.
Anyway, as we were saying,
we're both really good drivers.
Yes. No, I never said you weren't good.
I know, but you said you're better. which is not entirely true. Anyway, so in terms of the roles, yes, we do share a lot of stuff. I think that there is a tendency, I guess, upbringing, culture, for, you know, for certain things to be assumed that this is the female role, this is the male role. So, for example, whilst I know how to change oil in the car, if the oil needs to be changed, I'm always like, well, Wale should do it. Why should I do it?
Well, yeah.
You know
I mean, and
like,
you know, and yeah. I mean, far be it from me to want a damsel to get her fingers dirty and her nails perhaps dirty by opening the bonnet and changing oil. So yeah, I would do that by default. I would change a tire by default, though I find these days that AA is a lot better at these things.
No, so there are things like that. So I think generally we share. I think to a certain extent, even when he's cooking, and he does cook, even when he's doing the things that are female roles, in inverted commas, there is an element of, we still have to be involved as women. So either we have to,
Go on, sorry, I'm listening.
so it's either we have to prompt, or we have to buy the ingredients, or we have to, I don't feel that for and I have a very good husband in terms of this, but I don't feel that for most men, it comes naturally to them to just think, oh, there's no food, I should cook. I don't think that works like that. It's almost like I have to phone and say, oh, can you cook? Or, you know, so it's, although you're getting better though.
I'm listening and I'm thinking, who's she talking about?
No, you're getting, you are getting better, I have to say. Certainly, the last couple of years, you've got much better. But I think previously, there's like a tendency, like, you know, I mean, and I'm wondering if it's two ways, because I'm thinking to myself, Wale needs to know when the MOT is due. It's not something that I'm going to. So there is an element of that, I think. I mean, more and more now, I pay attention to that.
Yeah.
But I think previously, I am like, anything car was my own. You know what I mean?
Right.
But even though I knew how to do it, and I have all the things, it's almost like the fact that I know, I just don't feel like I should be getting my nails dirty or
Of course not.
things like that. So I don't know if we've answered that question, but so yeah, we both do everything. We kind of split. And one thing I have to say is that if I ask Wale to do anything, he will do it. He may not think of doing it by himself, but the moment I ask, it's not a problem. He will do it. So and I think sometimes that's what I had to learn to ask, because I used to think, can you not see? I mean, can't you see that this needs to be done? And so I wouldn't say anything, and then I would be annoyed what's wrong with him? But now I just say, and as soon as I say, he does well.
And everybody's happy. I mean, really.
I say as soon as I say he does, I had to pause on that, because
well,
that's another.
Well, he does. He might do it a few hours later.
Or a few days later.
Yeah, but he does.
But he does.
I mean,
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not be pedantic. He does. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. All right then. So that's it. See you next time.
Ciao.